started the recording. Alright then, everybody, we're here. A few things I want to mention. Mike, you mentioned this last week, I believe, of the action cards.
Yeah.
I will be giving every player one currently. Just for a few sessions to see if I want to keep them or not.
Okay.
Alright then. Ken, you'll probably need an explanation.
Yeah.
Action cards are cards that have various effects. You may play them at any real time that either the card says, re-roll a dice roll, or add to said dice.
Okay.
Okay. You just make it known you want to play it.
Sammy, I don't know if you want to use this, but I find it helpful to note that no one can spend or benefit from more than one card per round unless it's something that affects the entire party. Or that would affect the entire party.
And what Mike said.
Prevents overly gaming it or whatever.
Yeah. Alright then. Could have sworn there was something else I wanted to say, but whatever. Oh yeah, Mike, you have to pick up your kids at 5, correct?
Yeah, so I'll have to leave at like 4:40, but I'll be back at like 5:15 or 5:20.
We'll probably end the game right as you leave.
Okay.
It seems like a good place to stop.
Wow, 2 hours is kind of a short session.
2.5 hours, but yeah, not a lot.
Well, we could also start earlier next week.
Something to think about at a later date. For now, let's just, what do you guys wish to do with the water below you?
Well, we found a point where there's just water, but we want to go in deeper, but we can't go past the water, right? So I would say that first we should rest, level up, also heal up. I can see that I have some damage here. So I would say that we should rest, and then tomorrow morning we should go for a swim and do some exploring underwater.
All right.
What do you think?
Makes sense.
Alright then. I thought you guys already leveled up.
Well, yeah, I mean, we did as far as like between games, but as far as in game, I don't think we did.
Okay. Do you guys need a minute?
I'm ready to go. I'm already totally leveled up and done with all the character sheet stuff. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, my character sheet's done.
Paul, Joe?
Just need one moment.
Haven't actually updated the sheet on the computer, but it's just like a +1 to some skills and stuff.
But you have updated your own personal one.
Yeah.
Alright, then that'll be fine. You can update the in-game character sheet whenever you get around to it.
That's really just if you want your stats to count when the DM looks at it when you're not around to ask, right?
Yeah,
Right.
so I can reference it at several points throughout the game.
So after resting, there was something about a body over in the room on the left that still had intact armor on it.
This one?
Yep. Assuming Mike mentioned the strange drowsiness in there, I'll tie a rope around my ankle before I go in and try to bring the body back.
The drowsiness? I don't recall.
Okay, so I guess I don't tie an ankle around my
Well, I mean,
ankle.
if there was something to mention, I probably would have. I'm just saying that I personally don't remember.
Yeah, staying in the room makes you get tired.
Huh. Okay.
The body in the room, it has masterwork leather armor, embezzled with an 8-pointed symbol of the Seekers, and a silver ring worth 75 gold.
The armor has been embezzled?
Embezzled.
Does that make it not unlawful to use it since it's like part of a crime?
I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of this is. I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing this word. Then, if that's what it is, emblazoned.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely more accurate once I read it properly. Emblazoned. I think that means like attached.
I think it might mean it's specifically for leather that's been lightly tooled and then filled in with paint. In any case, loot.
Yes, it is loot. Masterwork, leather armor, and a silver ring worth 75 gold. Anything else?
Nope, just go back and look at the water, I guess.
You can swim in it. But it is just very dirty. So what is the players going to do?
I was about to go take a swim.
Okay.
How dirty is it? What are you talking? What kind of dirty are you talking? Just dusty or like open sewage or what?
Let me read it.
Body water or?
I guess it's just murky water.
Okay.
And it's completely dark down there.
So it's just like muddy.
Something like
It's
that.
It's not actually open sewage or anything.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a little rock or stone or pebble or something, cast a light spell on it, and then throw it in the water.
Do any of you guys have any kind of spells or buffs or anything that would give a benefit to swimming or holding your breath?
No, I don't.
Oh yeah, What?
I have 3 ranks in swim.
Good.
Okay. The module actually does briefly mention about swimming, and it says like you can hold your breath for a number of rounds equal to twice your Constitution score, as long as it's only move actions and free actions.
Yeah.
Anything else will reduce your time by 1 round.
Huh. That's a new one. But okay.
That's what it says here.
I will dive into the water with a swim check. I also forgot to see what my card said.
Should probably check that.
Where is my card? I'm not on here. I see Dark Master, Keldor, Paul, Gabriel, Ken, Rafe, and Argent Kane. Why do I not see myself on Roll20?
You're Gabriel.
I'm not Gabriel.
It says
Right,
right.
change the name.
Yeah.
Why does it say Gabriel? That's
I don't
weird.
know.
If you go into settings on the right hand side, you can change it.
Yeah, I think Gabriel was the name of my character last time I played a game with Sammy.
Probably.
Yeah, I think it was.
Okay. So anyway, there's my swim check, so that should be good for some swimming around, right?
Yeah, unless something changes, it should be good for basically ever.
Where does the water begin exactly? Right at the top of the stairs? Where I'm standing?
Roughly that squares when you're fully submerged. This one's halfway, and that one's just fully dry. So yeah.
All right, well, I use about 10 feet of movement to get there. What do I see? Is there just a wall in front of me?
Yeah, that's a wall.
Okay.
Same when I drop the rock with the light spell on it. Approximately how far down.
So there's one movement action for me to get there. Is there no way for me to have my head above the water, or is it's completely submerged here, even to the ceiling?
It's completely submerged in the entire area. There's
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no pockets of air.
No, unless you create them.
Gotcha. So I definitely would have taken the full breath of air to last my full. What would that be? 34 rounds. Now, can I take a double move actions, or is it single move only?
Why?
You said move actions and free actions, and anything else will shorten my time underwater. But does that mean that I can take double move actions, or the second move action, would the second move in the round effectively count as a standard action for the purposes of shortening my duration?
I'm going to count it as just a normal move, so
I can take a double move?
I don't even think it would matter because there's combat.
Okay, well, I took a single move to get there. Do I see anything more?
No, actually, yeah, you see a whirlpool just flying towards you.
Coming toward me?
Yeah.
So, like, elemental, you mean?
Yeah, water elemental's flying towards your face.
So there is combat.
Yes. Roll initiative.
I do want to make it a double move, unless I have to roll initiative before I can do anything else.
You react by the initiative triggers when you see him.
Yeah, okay. Oh, but we did have time to rest, right? So I should roll my hit points.
Yeah, you should be, should be at full health and everything. You ever figure out why the turn timer wasn't working for you?
I don't know. We'll find out in a second here. Still not working. That is weird. Maybe I should try a different token.
Does your token need to be attached to your character sheet?
Maybe, I don't know. I thought it was.
You're currently not attached.
That could be why.
Try moving your guy.
I can move my guy.
Okay, because I didn't see the initiative button that I moved my guy one square and it popped up.
That's fine. Okay. I updated your your token.
Okay.
That would also rinse it because you don't have a default token.
I was looking at my token collection here real quick to see if I could spot something better anyway, but nothing popped up. Hey, it works. What do you know?
I attached it to your token and updated the token itself.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I still want a better token, though. I don't really feel like that one matches the character, but...
Feel free to change it. Okay.
This one does seem a little... damn, it didn't work.
Okay.
I dragged it to the board, but it just opened up the JPEG in the browser. I'll put it in Discord, though.
The whirlpool... I don't even know what the whirlpool does.
Well, if it's a water elemental, it's probably a water elemental. It does whatever the monster manual says a water elemental does. Slam attack, probably. The whirlpool will grab people, and you'll need like a reflex save or something to get away from it, I think. And then, yeah, the whirlpool holds you, and then holds you just for a really long time until you drown, basically. And that's if it's in whirlpool mode. If it's not in its whirlpool form, it would just make slam.
It's in its whirlpool form. I looked it up, and it doesn't say like what whirlpool.
The whirlpool form is something like 30 feet wide at the top and 5 feet wide at the bottom.
Okay, yeah. It just flies into you.
Okay. They need like a save of some kind.
Reflex save.
Okay. A real flex save.
Reflex.
13. Does that fail?
Trying to figure out how you determine the DC. Oh, there's this
It would-
DC.
yeah. Okay.
It's either you. What kind
Should
of?
be half its hit dice plus its Constitution modifier plus its.
Oh, I was just looking at what kind of size it was to determine. So yeah, you passed.
Okay.
Okay, now make a second reflex save, otherwise or be swept up in the current.
21.
Again, you just say nope to this guy, and that's his turn.
I also have Uncanny Dodge, if that helps.
I have no idea if it does.
No.
Joe.
But
Well, seeing the water being agitated and assuming he's in trouble, probably should have tied a rope to his ankle or something. So 10. That's a partial move. A swim check of 3.
Pretty.
I think that's as far as I get.
I think that also ends your turn then.
yeah, I don't think you could even go anywhere with less than a 5. A 5 is like to not drown.
Wait, does that mean he's drowning?
No.
I thought you needed like a 5 to tread water and a 10 to just go anywhere.
Depends on how strong the current is.
Yeah.
It's completely still, other than the elemental.
Completely still water. You know, you can still fail to tread water in still water if you really have no idea what you're doing, or just have a bad luck of it. Keep in mind, a single round is like 3 seconds of action too. So if you've ever been swimming, you know you have 3 seconds of bad luck and sink for a second, but then you pop right back up. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Paul, what do you wish to do?
I'm assuming someone's coming to attack us, so I'm going to draw out my... Oh, by the way, earlier when I dropped the coin in the water, how far down did it sink? Not a coin, but a stone with a light spell on it.
It would have sank about like 8 feet.
8 feet, okay.
I
I'm just gonna...
believe that's the depth of this area.
Yeah, I pull out my bow and ready an arrow and place the eye ready an attack for when a target comes within my line of sight. That's my turn.
Okay. Ken.
Roll my swim check. Oh. Having trouble with the roll. Hold on.
I see it.
All right, I'm gonna roll 24 on my. I'm gonna stay there, move where I moved, and stay there waiting to see what happens.
Okay. Mike, it's your turn.
Can I start with a knowledge check?
Sure.
What do I need for this one? Oh, we knowledge planes, right?
It's an elemental.
I don't have ranks in planes though. I have ranks in Arcana and Religion. So the knowledge planes, I can't get a DC over 20, but the other two I could.
I'm pretty sure elementals fall under the planes skill.
Right, but there's limited information you could get from the other two as well.
Okay. You know this thing is an elemental being of water, and while being an elemental plane, being a being of water, it likes water.
Right. In its whirlwind form or whirlpool.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think I can really fight it like that. I can't punch it. I can't wrestle with it.
If inside, spin the other way.
Yeah.
Elemental cannot make a slam attacks or threaten the area around it while in its current form.
Right. So I guess there's not really much I can do for it. So I'm gonna try to make a swim check and try to go back the other way and warn everyone what's over here.
You can't attack a water elemental while it's in its vortex form?
I mean, can I?
I see nothing that just says you can't.
Well, because the vortex is not any one specific thing. It's like all around us. It's kind of like a swarm. It's kind of like how you can't a swarm can't take physical damage. But if you think I can just like punch the water, then sure.
I cannot make a call on this, so I'm just gonna go with what you said first. It can't take damage while in its current form.
Okay. I'm just thinking that it's kind of like a swarm where you can damage it with like spells and stuff, but I can't punch it.
You're just meeting a rough day with these enemies.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna make a swim check and try to get away from it.
Yeah. You're now a demigod in swimming.
I'll go over to here, and I'll ready verse approach from anything that might be coming from the other way to just watch everyone's backs as they go deal with this thing.
Okay. Elemental's turn. Damn it, where's that thing that shows you like where it's moving? I forget how to do that.
You mean you want? I think what you want to do is you left click on it to pick it up and move it, and then right click to activate that part. And then every time you want to click on a square, you right click on it, and then it'll give you the measurement thing and show you how it moves.
Ah, there we go. Like that.
Yeah.
So it just flies around the corner and it attacks Ken.
Is it coming into its normal form now, or is it still in a vortex form? 'Cause I thought it was like 30 feet wide in vortex.
Yeah, it comes back to its normal form, so it can just start punching people.
Alright, I'm gonna take my ready action.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to hit it with an arrow. Actually, how close is he to me? Looks like he's within 30 feet. Yes, he is. Which means that's 7 and 5, so 12 to hit him with an arrow.
No.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. It just slams you upside the head.
Ouch.
Yeah, someone's got some nasty feedback coming through.
Let's see. It gets... Since it moved, it cannot do a full attack. So it just hits you once. Attacks you once. Oh wait, that's not the right damage. Backslash 1d6. How the freak do you...
Oh, you forgot to put roll. You have to put slash roll, then a space, then 1d6 plus 3.
Slash roll.
Then leave a space, and then 1d6 plus 3. Oh.
9 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, this thing just walks up to you and just punches you upside the head. Okay, Joe.
Let's see, we're underwater, so I can't really throw a dagger, and I can't get into a melee, so I guess I'll just start moving around it.
It says, "Come at me, bro."
And waddle around in the water ineffectively again.
Wow, your character does not know how to swim.
Nope, and I only got a 10 strength, so I don't have no strength adjustment.
Well, at least it's not so bad. Paul, you want to help your friends?
Yeah, I'm gonna try firing. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna try firing an arrow. D8's better than a D3. There we go. It's 25 to shoot him with an arrow.
25 hits.
Okay. Let's see. D8 plus 1. I got a 7, so 8 damage.
Oh, he looks like he felt that one.
Good.
Next is Ken.
I'm going to stab it with short spear. 9.
You try and stab it, and it just flexes out of the way. It was a nice attempt, though. Mike.
All right. When I was over here earlier, did I get a look at what was over here in this dark area? Okay. I just wanted to make sure that is what I thought it was. I'm going to try to swim around and get into a flanking position if I can.
This small room contains 4 long benches with several niches along the wall.
So that's a double move for me to get right there.
Okay. Elemental's turn again. Now that he is within full range, she's just going to start wailing on the guy in front of him. He gets a +1.
Miss.
Actually,
It's a plus 1.
yeah, he gets a +1 because he's currently fighting you while in water. So it's a 14. Does 4 damage. Second attack. Does nothing. So he smacks you lightly upside the head one time, and then it's too happy to go through with the second attack. He's happy he's winning, and then he fails. Joe, do you want to do something?
No, I think the character is like giving up on trying to swim.
Okay.
I'll just stand ready to like yank back his body if he gets knocked out.
Okay. Paul?
I'm going to try and fire an arrow into him. Hey, Kendra, what kind of armor are you wearing?
Padded.
I think you should take the leather armor we found.
That's
Let's
probably
see.
a good idea.
6 and 5, 11 misses.
Misses. Ken?
Well, we're going to give stabbing it one more. $17 to hit.
Okay, you stab it. Show him who's boss.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't you have dual wielding now?
Fine.
So our once was an elemental is now a puddle of water.
Nice.
Bye bye, elemental. You are a bitch.
And then Bodhi comes around the corner and grasps at the empty water.
You feel water in your hands.
Well, yeah, it's a water elemental.
How many of you took damage?
It's all around us.
That's true. It could
The
be.
dead body of it, you killed it, and now it's just water.
Well, you can beat the water to kill it some more.
They should really have a rule where water elementals are effectively invisible underwater.
That'd be a pretty neat ability, but pretty powerful.
I thought they could if they stood still.
Not that I'm saying.
Okay. Rafe, whoever took damage, I will use Cure Minor to heal them back to full.
Thank you.
Sure. I am going to cast a light spell on my holy symbol, and I will start following these guys underwater. Where's my swim check? I got a 10 in my swim check.
Okay. There we go. Fuck you, calculator. 75 XP from that elemental.
Alright.
Okay. And there I revealed the rest of the map of this current section. You are free to explore.
Is there still no air bubbles in here, anywhere in here?
There is none.
All right, so in that case, after we're done with the fight and we explore this enough to get that much revealed, I'm going to come back and get a fresh breath and rest for a moment in order to get a full, a full breath of air before going back in.
Okay. You can understand why this place is full of water. There seems to be blockages for rubble down in several locations.
Okay.
Sounds like there's no point in going any further then.
It sounds like a Nintendo-style video game challenge. Something you'd find in a Zelda game. You have to drain the water out of the different sections.
What's this
It's
figure?
down this way.
There are a door to the north and 2 pathways to the east and west.
Well, what's down this way?
What room is that? That is that room, which means this one. This small room contains 4 long benches with several. Oh wait, that's the I read that. Yeah, it's the same thing as that one. Several notches along the wall. As you enter it, you see something just floating there, a body, and it turns to. Yeah, it turns to look at you as you approach.
Is it undead?
Yes.
Knowledge religion?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
You see an undead.
In that case, I will attack it.
Roll initiative, everybody.
Is anyone else with me?
We didn't have a chance to speak, so I'm not sure.
I'm assuming you're all.
I just kind of went.
I'm assuming you're at least somewhere around here.
Oh, I didn't mean to roll twice. I'm sorry. It was an accident.
You got a 21, yeah, okay.
First up is Joe.
Actually, they got the same. Oh, never mind.
Joe and Ken.
Oh, yeah.
No, wait, what?
Yeah, Joe got a nat 20, so he goes first.
Oh, he had 2 rolls. Why did he have 2 rolls?
As it didn't show the first time I pressed the button because it delayed.
Okay, so,
again.
Oh.
yeah, so.
Same thing with me. I accidentally rolled twice, so you can change mine from 14 to 12.
Kendrick can go first then.
Alright, I'm gonna
Nah.
ask some backup here. Well, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Flank him.
You can only
And stab at 18 to hit.
18 to hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it hits.
Do you have enough movement to get into a flanking position?
I have 30 movement, I believe.
Yeah, that was 30 feet where you are now.
Alright then.
6 damage.
Oh, he felt that one.
Good.
Paul.
I'm gonna roll a knowledge religion check with a 20.
That thing's a ghoul. It likes to paralyze its foes.
Or is it an aquatic ghoul? I'm trying to think of the name of that.
What's its
There's a
damage
name
reductions?
for an aquatic ghoul. I think it starts with an L.
Laconic? Or laconic?
Something like that, yeah.
No such things.
Hey, Sammy.
What?
Isidon.
Yeah, Lacedon. That's it.
It has no such resistances.
It doesn't have any damage reduction.
Not a ghoul. They're just they're like a zombie that's not mindless.
Okay.
And they have paralysis.
Yeah, they have a disease.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna use Disrupt Undead, which would be a ranged touch attack.
Quick question: does this count as turn resistant? I mean, turn.
I'm not turning undead right now, no.
Okay. Does he make a save or anything?
No, it's just a ranged touch for
Okay.
this. I got a 10 touch attack.
No.
Actually, wait, that was at 30 feet. It is, so actually 11 touch attack.
No.
Okay. That's it for me then.
Yeah. You were close though. You can just feel him just gently caressing him before you could get to it.
One question about actually, Sammy, I want to ask, hey, Mike, with the turn on dead thing we're doing, where you just do damage, how
Yeah.
does turn resistance work in that system?
It counts as damage resistance against it.
Oh, just damage reduction, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so okay. I honestly didn't expect to miss him with the ranged touch, but oh well. My turn's done.
Joe.
Move up, try to hit him with a Disrupt Undead. Got a unnatural 20 to hit for 6 damage.
Nice.
He felt that one. You can definitely see his skin burning through the holy power of your ability.
That makes me glad I got 2 party members between me and him. Eat the meat shield, Paul.
Not anymore. That was my other character. Now it's Mike.
Yep, he's got a big purple meatball in front of him.
I forget which one of these are better, so I'm just gonna go with this one. No, it fails.
Okay.
That's his turn. Unless he's... Oh wait, he has multi-attack. How many freaking attacks does he get? And I hate these earlier tokens I made. Let's see. Multi-attack. Fuck it. Stop it. Okay. Second attack. Fails. Nope, he ain't doing shit. Mike, your turn.
Alrighty. Did I make? Yeah, I didn't make. Alright. So I'm just wondering if I have any idea how many hit points the thing has. As far as is it going to go down with 1 or 2 hits, or are we going to need to pound on it for a minute?
It looks heavily damaged.
Okay. I'll try to see if I can do this with just 1 attack then. Am I flanking? No, I'm not flanking. So I'm going to start with a swim check so that I can hopefully make this as a 5-foot step.
You do.
And get to there, and then make my attack. Flanking, yes. Power attack, no. Attack, no, I don't think so.
Just all the abilities.
Alright, so does a 17 hit?
Yes. So he...
11 damage and then initiate a grapple if it's if the 11 doesn't kill it.
It's currently at -10.
Good. Then I won't bother with the grapple.
Yeah. You killed it by just thrusting your fist straight through its body, and it exploded on your on Ken. Ken,
I'll
how
shake
do
it off in the water and just kind of rinse it off.
I'm gonna search the body. $24.
He actually does wear a gold ring with an 8-pointed star seeker insignia on the 3rd finger of his left hand.
I'm also just going to look around the room and see if there's anything relevant or interesting here.
And I'll take the ring.
Okay. A pile of tattered clothes is stuffed into one of the lockers, hides a pouch containing 38 gold, 2 platinum, and 55 silver pieces. Oh yeah, the ring is worth 200 gold, it says.
Excellent.
Hey, Ken, do you want to take that masterwork leather?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the big center room, it actually had treasure you guys found. A dead human body has a red lantern.
That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah. Wears a red masterwork leather armor with a sinker insignia over the left breastplate, and a +1 short sword hangs on a molding scabbard on his belt.
What was the armor he was wearing?
Masterwork leather armor.
How is it moldy if the whole room is underwater?
The scabbard.
Yeah.
It was in the other room before we got to water.
I don't know.
I'm going down to the other end there. Keep looking for some way to drain all this water.
How much money was in the pouch?
38 gold, 2 platinum, and 55 silver.
Assuming we're going to give the short sword to Kendrick. I think he's the only one that really uses one.
Yeah. And it was just a short sword?
+1 short sword.
Yes.
Okay.
But now we have the final lantern, which is important also.
Yeah. Over here, you just find a dead body. And some benches and some lockers.
Okay.
This up here
Yep.
if I'm not mistaken, is a submerged toilet.
I'll try flushing it to see if that drains the room.
You just pull the handle, and nothing seems to be happening.
Try jiggling it a little. That sometimes helps.
You jiggle it for a while, and you eventually feel like nothing's going to happen.
Okay, Sammy, what are these, like these squares and then this square over here?
Pillars.
Pillars. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll search around the pillars.
I'll just turn that one search check into a take 20 search check, looking for some way to drain the water. And when I get low on air, I'll go back and take another breath.
You find no way to drain the water.
Okay.
Pillars have anything attached to them?
It's a shower room, so it'd be stuff like shower heads and the like, all around scattered around the area.
How about this thing down here, the rectangle?
That's the equivalent of like a area to block off sight. Just a small little thin wall.
Okay.
Give people who are showering a little bit of privacy.
What was this over here?
Toilet.
Like 2 stalls, you mean?
This submerged toilet has not been used in centuries, is all it gives me about that room.
Okay. So is this a dead end, or is there something we're not getting here?
Well, we got the red lantern. I think that was the main thing we were supposed to
Okay.
find here. Or the red lamp, I should say. And then I'm
Get out
gonna use detect magic, Sammy.
then.
Look around this room over here.
You find nothing.
Okay. Well, sounds like it's time to head back up top and activate the red lamp.
Well, let's go then.
Nothing like climbing up 80 feet of rope and soaking wet leather armor.
Sounds like a good time.
My grappling hook and I rope back. And I'm gonna pick up a stone off the ground, Sammy. And then I don't know who's gonna hang up the lantern, but I will take the stone, cast a light spell on it, put it into the lantern, and say, and give it to whoever's gonna go down the hallway and hang it up.
I go hanging up the red lantern. Feels so
Daylight
dirty.
spell it. Daylight spell inside of it.
Where's that area? I'm reading what happened because I remember something does happen.
And we'll also make sure the arrow's pointed to the red hallway also.
You cannot turn it to the red hallway.
I'll try after we get the lantern hung up in there.
Okay.
Hopefully that will work.
Where the fuck is that area? Oh, must be that. Okay. Let's see now. The glass and metal chips embedded in the dome ceiling cast eerie reflections about the room, making it difficult to concentrate within the room. All attack rolls are made with a -2 penalty while in this room. Also, you hear the shifting of stone as if something was unlocked.
Nice.
You see nothing change though.
Will we hear something?
Yeah. Over in that general area.
Well, Mr. Draftsman, how about You want to hang on to one end of the rope.
I do a search check at the end of the red corridor, and I don't find anything.
You find nothing at the end of the red corridor.
Anybody else want to take a look over there?
Yeah, I'm gonna move down in, and I'm gonna take a search check too.
Here, hold on to the rope in case the floor falls out. And try to keep it from falling all the way down.
25 on the search.
Where? The red area?
Yeah.
Let's see what it says about the red area. It's just an open area. You find nothing there.
Okay.
Have we gone down every hallway yet?
Not even half
Not
of
the
them.
ones on the right.
Okay.
Bodhi will sit and begin to meditate for a moment and then make a wisdom check to see if the DM will give us some clue as to what the hell to do. And looks like no.
You have searched red, orange, yellow, and green room areas. You have blue, indigo, and violet.
Well, I think indigo was the other lantern we had to find, so let's check that one first. Is what I'll say.
Makes sense.
Stay right here. Hey, Joe, I think you can take 20 on a search check since you're not under no time regulations or anything.
Yep.
I'll take 10.
Other than the indentation inside the ground, you see the circle indentation up below the lantern. You see nothing.
Turn the sarcophagus so it's pointed at indigo.
We also would have pointed towards the red lantern. I don't know if that would have changed anything.
You wish to change it from blue back to yellow, then orange, then back to red?
Yeah, when we were looking down there, I don't know.
You found it physically impossible to move it, which way? Counterclockwise.
Well, I mean, if we can't get it counterclockwise, we do it clockwise.
Okay, you switch from, you go from green to blue to indigo to yellow, all the way to red?
Yeah, however far we have to spin it. Looks like we had it pointing at green last time. That's where Joe fell through when we climbed down. So we would have gone from green to blue, indigo, violet, then to red.
Okay. As you're spinning it, the indigo one triggers and a elevator appears from there.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Okay. You just keep turning, or are you just gonna inspect or do anything with the elevator?
I'm gonna wait and see if one of them searches it. Actually,
I'll go search it.
I'll make a perception check from here. See what that gives me. With an 18, just to look at it from here.
Numerous crushed bones and moldy clothes upon the floor of the cylinder.
Be careful with that.
Yeah, I'm kind of useless for anything but combat at this point. Next level, I'll take a gold level, and then I'll be able to do stuff.
I'm sure punching the machine will help it.
Well, I got a 23 on the search.
You can find a, you can see a pouch inside where the body is.
What's in the pouch?
You would have to enter and get inside the machine to.
If I see you starting to enter, I'm like, well, I wouldn't actually enter in there. Maybe you want to use something just to kind of pull it out instead of standing in there.
Oh, I have that. I'm going to try and move it towards me with the Masterwork Quarterstaff.
Does anyone have a mage hand spell?
Actually, let's see if I.
Ken, let me get this straight correct from you. You wish to use the quarterstaff to try and maneuver the pouch towards you?
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's best he doesn't actually physically enter the elevator.
How
motherfucker go
much
away.
of a reach do you need to do this?
Shit. I don't know how long the. I don't know how long a quarterstaff is.
6 foot.
Oh. So, how big is the elevator?
About 5 feet in diameter.
So if I'm standing right in front of it, I should be able to reach in with a 6-foot staff.
Reasonable.
Do I need to roll a check?
I was actually looking through the skills to say, like, what could you do?
Yeah.
Well, you can also just make a straight up ability check for a generic
Yeah, let's go with,
dexterity check or something.
yeah, let's go with the dex check.
8.
Yeah. So you start you put the quarterstaff in, you start maneuvering around, and after a few attempts, you just poke it out of the machine.
Okay, now what's in the pouch?
You find a 35 gold, 15 silver pieces, and a small ruby worth 50 gold.
I will take all of that.
Hey Joe, since you're the rogue, did you take the goggles of minute seeing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, 30 gold, 15 silver, and a ruby worth 500.
50. And it's 35 gold.
Sammy, are there any like heavy-sized stones around here? I'm
No.
talking like 50 pounds or more. No.
No, you can find stuff that would be like a pound or so, but that's about it.
A couple of 400-pound statues.
Oh yeah. It seems pretty obvious that there's something wrong with this thing by the fact there's a corpse in there.
Well, does it look like the bones were crushed by the elevator, or just there was a dead body that rotted away?
Numerous crushed bones.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm gonna say the elevator crushed the person. I'd search the area around it for traps. Maybe there's some kind of switch you have to hit to make it work properly.
I'll search it for traps. I think the goggles give me a +5 bonus.
Nice. Very nice.
You're doing a what?
A search check of the elevator for traps.
You find it to be a trap.
Is there a way of bypassing it, or the whole thing's just a trap?
As far as you're aware, the entire elevator is a trap.
Oh, let's not go down there.
Okay, at this point, I say we spin the sarcophagus arrow towards Brett and see what happens.
I write in big letters with some chalk on the indigo chamber, "trap,"
Okay.
for future reference of other adventurers.
I'll be right back and get a drink.
And we took it being a trap pretty hard.
It's driven him to drink.
I'll be back in one second.
Okay. I was just reading up on things. When you turn it to violet, it seems stuck. The sarcophagus can no longer move.
Oh, figures.
I guess that means that's the right answer then, right?
Does an elevator come up when we turn it to violet?
No.
Is there a hatch like there was supposed to be one?
There is the indentation like there was one, but like other places, no elevator appears.
I'll try prying at it with my crowbar.
It seems more for decoration.
Is it the hatch on the floor or the wall?
It's just a. It's basically like a decoration of an indentation on the floor.
I'll take the lantern down and see if that allows us to move the sarcophagus.
No.
I'll try smashing through the hatch and see if it really is just part of the floor or if there really is a hatch there.
You find it just to be a floor.
Okay.
Kind of sounds like we've done everything on this level.
We still have to point the sarcophagus at the right, at the red hallway.
It's locked down. We can't move it.
Oh. Even the lantern in place? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll search the sarcophagus again, see if I can find some way of releasing it.
Go ahead, roll a search. You find nothing. But as you're searching, a mighty gust of wind starts to blow throughout the entire cavern. Before your very eyes, the sarcophagus just starts to turn on its own, going from violet to indigo to blue to green to yellow and then the orange again, and before it stops.
My character notes down what color, what order they went in.
Mike,
What?
the 2 checks, what are they about?
Just what the fuck?
Based on your knowledge, it's probably like an ancient spell that was placed on the room.
Okay.
Based on your, that's basically what you get from this.
Got it.
Can I try knowledge history or bardic knowledge about this room?
You can try.
Alright, I'll do knowledge history first. 19 knowledge history. And the bardic knowledge is level plus intelligence. So 14 and 721 bardic knowledge.
Okay. Based on your knowledge that you have, you know this is a tomb more or less indicated towards the wind duke of ancient times. No doubt built in memorial to, I think it was called the Chaos War or something?
Yeah.
Sounds pretty random.
It sounds like we're in an ancient burial tomb area of some Orin type creatures.
Yes.
Have we tried to open the sarcophagus itself?
I don't think we have.
We probably need like a group strength check to try that if we want to.
The lid itself seems much lighter than the actual moving of the sarcophagus.
I think somebody hated this guy.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Well, they deliberately set up so he's spinning in his grave.
I never thought of that, but he is. Wow.
That was my strength check to open it.
You guys want to give him a hand?
Sammy, does size category matter at all for this particular check?
No, but 10 is enough to lift the sarcophagus.
Okay.
I'm staying where I am, Sammy, over here with my
Okay.
arrow drawn.
So Ken and Mike, can you make me a reflex save? As fire starts to spew out of the sarcophagus.
Of course it
I
does.
hate when that happens.
Nobody likes that.
23.
I have as a half giant, I have an ability called Fire Acclimated, +2 racial bonus to saves against fire damage and all effects with the fire.
So I add +2 to that save.
Yeah.
Okay. You still fail.
Does my 23 pass?
Yes.
Okay.
Mike, you take 4 fire damage. And Ken, you take 2.
Is that me there? Okay.
And does it just keep roaring out, or does it burst and then it's done?
Yeah, just a burst and then it's done.
Alright, I'm gonna look inside.
You see completely empty.
Of course. I'm gonna walk over and take a look at it. I'm gonna have detect magic active as I start making my way over towards it.
Towards what?
The sarcophagus.
You can detect, I forget what this thing triggers as and what information you get.
Was it my guy to make a spellcraft check to identify the school of magic in place, if I remember correctly?
Yes.
Sounds about right.
Guessing evocation.
Okay, I'll do a spellcraft. I got a 20 spellcraft to at least try to identify the school of magic.
I'm going to go with what Joe said. It's evocation.
Okay. So the magic is still just an ongoing magical effect.
Yeah.
Okay. And is completely empty inside.
It's completely empty.
So we can't get it to turn red. We've checked every hallway. I think maybe there's passages higher up in the hallways that we haven't found.
Why do we want to point to red?
Because it's the only one we haven't gotten to, and we just got the red lantern put up, and
And what?
every other hallway with a lit lantern, something's happened. But with red, we can't turn it there, even though we have the red lantern and it's lit.
Well, we open up the mechanism here, figure out what's preventing us from turning it the way we want to turn it, and modify the mechanism.
Go ahead.
I don't know how to do that, but
So you want to just take construction work and just start rebuilding the mechanism to just go to the red, to point the red area.
presumably you'd find the wheels and stuff that you could see how it turns, and then you'd see that there's something blocking it from making it turn that way, and you just remove that blockage.
Same while they're doing that, I'm gonna walk down towards each hallway. I want to see if there's like passages or something hidden, like they're like higher up off the ground.
Roll me a perception check. Just a collective one.
Nat 20 for a 24.
Okay. As you're going through red, you spot nothing except the ceiling. Orange, you see nothing but the ceiling. Yellow and green as well. But the blue, you do not see the ceiling. And indigo and violet, you see the ceiling.
So, there's an opening at the top of the blue shaft.
Yes.
Interesting. I'm gonna tell you guys about that.
I'll go and take my own perception check. I'll just stand there for a few minutes and just kind of take 20 on it. And like really look closely.
You see a tall hallway. Do you have dark vision?
I have low light vision.
You see darkness above you, above the lantern. That does not end in a ceiling.
Sammy, since I can cast a light spell at will, just keep it active on me. So I have low light vision with the light source.
Yeah. You
I'm
can
also
definitely.
going to take my rope and grappling hook, swing that up there, get a hold of something so we can climb the rope up to that area.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
I'll start climbing up.
Okay. You want a light spell cast on you, Joe, or no?
I got dark vision.
Okay.
Your grapple reaches 50 feet up.
It can reach as high as 90, like 98 or 97. I have 99 feet of rope, and then a little bit of it gets attached to the grappling hook.
I also have my own 50-foot length of rope, as well as several short lengths of rope.
When we were outside the building before we walked in, how tall was this place?
You're going into a mountain.
Okay.
Okay. So you just start climbing up to the area where above the blue light.
Yeah, I'll go up there last.
You find a passageway.
Found a
Hidden.
passageway.
Yeah. Just let me switch you over to the new area.
And how high up was the entry point?
50 feet.
Okay.
Found the blue light special.
There you go.
Well,
Looks like
dark.
I lost somebody.
There you go.
Where we go?
I advanced down the passage, checking for traps till I get to that door.
A thin passage extends into the shadows to the northeast. Perhaps 70 feet away, the passage ends in what looks like an enormous stone human face, its mouth open in an angry scream.
Stay back.
Oh, I think this thing's going to blow us down the corridor when we activate the trap.
That's why I was using detect magic to see if you has a magical aura on it before you got there.
You see also several notches along the floor, as if somebody was dragged.
Yeah.
I'll pound a spike into the end of the corridor, tie a rope from it to my waist.
Yeah, I'll be holding on to my rope. That way if I do get pushed back, I can at least keep myself from falling all the way down and dying. With my detect magic, do I detect any magic coming out at,
Do you happen to have like a picture of the face, Sammy?
Unfortunately, I do not.
is it
Just
reading
wondering if
magic?
there's anything on the face I could tie a rope to.
Seems to be completely smooth. And I was just reading about what happens.
Any fangs or anything on it, or nose piercings?
Nope, just a smooth head. Face.
Is it radiating magic?
You actually see the mouth open, and there's no, and the trap has already been disarmed. Magic aura, yes, it does trigger as magic.
George moving up there, I'll tell you that there's a magic aura coming from it. Just so you guys know.
So, is there like a room or a passage through the mouth?
Oh yeah, you can easily go through it. I was just reading up on it because I was wondering, because I remember this trap from before. I was wondering like what happened.
Okay, I'm gonna leave my grappling hook and rope up there so we can climb down later. Need be. I'll start moving up with them.
Okay. Through the gaping mouth at the end of the hallway is a long, dark room with no floor. A 3-foot wide beam of petrified wood spans the chasm, leading straight ahead into darkness. About 10 feet below the beam, countless iron spheres the size of large oranges form an irregular floor, but it's impossible to tell if they represent a wholly solid surface. The northwest and southeast walls are covered in a honeycomb of geometric patterns. The featureless stone ceiling extends about 20 feet from the beam.
Okay, I'm gonna go back, get my grappling hook and rope, and fixate it or attach it over here. That way, if I get knocked off, I can try to climb out.
I don't think this is any ordinary ball pit.
And as I'm doing that, I will look around the room with my detect magic.
Okay. So what do you guys wish to do?
I'll start crossing room while searching.
Okay.
For magic work.
I'm gonna follow on a support.
I would suggest we go one at a time.
Last because I'm
Excuse me.
Isn't
I'm
tight.
last, probably the heaviest party member.
And while they're crossing, I'm just keeping detect magic up, and I have my bow drawn in case something jumps out to ambush us.
Okay. Actually, I was just reading up on like what happens in this room, just so I know I'm playing it right. Joe, as you're traveling, the walls start to shoot mechanical spheres at you. No, not mechanical, iron spheres at you.
So I had no chance of detecting those.
You see no magic. There's a 25 hit.
Yeah. Wouldn't this be a trap that I would have been searching for?
Can you search the walls?
I search a 20-foot square, but if there's something on the beam that triggers them.
Let's see. Just as far as I'm aware, as soon as you start yeah, just as soon as you start traversing the beam, you just started getting shot.
Okay, so it is a trap though.
Yeah.
So shouldn't there be some way for me to use the ability to search for traps to have detected them? Otherwise, what's the point of having the ability?
Okay, roll a search check. Yeah, it doesn't really talk about exactly how this thing is. Sometimes these I just don't understand 3.5. Okay. Best on you can tell is just a proximity trigger that is just lining the beam.
Okay, so it is. Is there a way of disarming it or like avoiding it? Like
You
stepping over the beams.
you could attempt so. Make a disable device check. What happens if you fail?
Then it automatically triggers it.
Okay. I will.
Well, actually, there's a table in the Dungeon Master's Guide that tells you exactly what happens based on what the DC is compared to what the check was. If it was low enough, it might trigger it, but it also a side table thing.
Do I even have the Dungeon Master's Guide?
Oh, you don't?
I'm looking through my things. DMG web. I'm just gonna go with it's been disabled and just move on.
Page 70. What disabling a trap means. Check results. Oh, this is only for over, so it doesn't actually give any under. I figured it would.
You can just look up the search skill. That should tell you.
Forgot about that.
But what this says is 10 or more. Tap and leave it. Basically, own the trap yourself.
I'll be back in 1 sec.
I looked up the search skill and it does not reveal to me what happens.
I think it's pretty much straightforward. I'm messing with the trap. If I fail the check, I set it off.
I'm gonna go with that. I will roll a. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Okay, an iron ball shoots you. Make a reflex save while taking 2 damage. It does not manage to knock you off the beam.
An iron ball hits me. Is it launched from the wall or just flies up from below?
It launches from the wall.
I kind of remember this one now.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay.
How high up was it compared to the surface of the bridge? Could we just crawl underneath the trap?
It seemed to hit you in the chest.
Okay.
Okay. Also, you heard a giggling from the wall, echoing from the wall, saying, "Oh, nice try." Anything else?
I will duck down below the level of my chest and deliberately reactivate the trap to see if it shoots over my head.
It shoots you in where your let's see. It flies right past where your head is.
Okay. Is it possible just to move past the trap trigger? Like step over it?
The entire track, as far as you're aware, is this entire room. Well, unless you go below the beam.
I'm not that good at climbing.
How far is it from the beam to the floor?
I think it's like 10 feet.
I'll tie a rope to my shield and like throw it over the edge of the bridge, let it land on the balls. Anything happen?
Make a perception check. You can hear something
15.
moving underneath the balls.
I'll pull my shield back up.
So what do you guys wish to do next?
I'm going to see what happens as he moves his way across. I'm just standing at the edge with my bow drawn. Shoot something like a creature.
Well, I'm a little bored. I'm just going to book it across the bridge so I only get shot once.
Okay. One more shot. 22.
Yeah, that hits.
3 damage, make a reflex save. Passed. At the other side of the room, you see an iron wall, I believe it's what it said it was.
So no door?
It's a metal door, but you see no handle or any means to open it.
I'll start searching it for a means of opening it.
Go ahead. You find none. Whatever mechanism to open this door seems to be elsewhere.
Probably on the other side of that corridor.
Or maybe in this room.
It could be on the floor somewhere.
You said we heard a voice earlier, right?
Giggling coming from the walls.
We say, hey, I don't know who you are, but can you open that door for us? It'd be really nice of you.
Reading.
Wait, I have an ideal.
What?
I knock on the door.
Somebody answers and then by saying hello.
Andygram.
It shuts the door and just leaves.
And sure.
Does the creature say anything when I ask him to open the door for us?
Other than giggling, you hear no response.
What the fuck, man?
This room has a very weird way, is all I'm saying.
I try looking underneath the bridge.
See a giant ball pit.
Nothing like on the wall or the bottom of the bridge for opening the door.
The ball pit I was thinking of.
Uh,
Under
There's no lever on the walls like that are higher than the ball pit.
none that you can see.
Any reason you can't attempt a second chance at disarming a trap?
I don't see why you can't.
Only if you don't. Only if you know that you didn't disarm it the first time.
Well, I think Joe's pretty certain he failed to disarm it.
Right.
Still
That's
getting
what I mean.
shot. What's that?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Go ahead, make another disable device check.
Nope.
It fails to hit you.
At this point, I say just keep going until you get it or something else happens.
Okay. On your next attempt, you just click and you manage to disable it. After being
Okay.
shot multiple times.
We can now freely cross the bridge to the door we can't open.
I'm gonna move over towards Joe and heal him back to full hit points. And there's no lever on the door, correct, Sammy?
No.
How do we know there's a door there? Like, what? There's some kind of cutout that shows there's a door there?
It's different from the rest of the room.
And Joe, I take your research the door.
Is your firmly
My Discord is back.
Hi, Ken.
Yeah, I
your
searched
held personal belief.
the door. There's like nothing, no keyholes, no hinges, no colored buttons, no counter to be switched.
No pressure
All right.
plates.
Yeah.
I say we back up and go to the other side of that corridor.
What other side?
Directly to all the way to the left of the face itself.
This way?
That's where we climbed up from.
Alright, never mind.
Yeah, that's where we came from there. But
So
There's
this is
something-
the only way to go.
There was something moving underneath the balls.
Yes, there was.
Yeah, when you threw your shield down, there was something moving underneath.
We have two options here. Find a way through this door, which we can't, or get the thing to turn to the red lantern, which we can't. So we're pretty much just okay. Well, this sucks, and
This-
yeah,
This room's a bit stupid in how it works.
Well, all these balls here are apparently from like hundreds of adventurers getting targeted by the trap until it filled the room. There could be some sort of clue underneath them that have been covered up.
yeah, it's
I'm gonna take the plunge and go down onto the floor.
How far from the ledge that we're standing on is it down to the top surface of the pile of balls down there?
10 feet.
Okay.
I'm going to trap my shield down on the balls and just start walking along the bridge, dragging it along the top of the balls, trying to bait whatever's under there to come up so where we can shoot it with arrows.
How heavy are the balls?
About the size of oranges. Not very big. Or weigh a lot.
with some heavy balls then.
Something does appear when, what's it? Something does appear next to next to Ken when he takes the plunge.
Of course it does.
I jumped down into the pit as well.
Well, you can see this giant creature just lunge at Ken. Feel free to roll initiative.
What kind of knowledge should I get to identify it?
It's an abjuration.
Aberration, so that's done.
Engineering.
Of course it goes first.
You can identify. No, that's not a roll. Did you roll dungeoneering?
I got a 17 dungeoneering.
You can identify a Grek. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Rick?
Grek. Yes.
Any damage reduction?
None that you're 10 magic.
Yeah, I got 17.
Yeah, 10 magic.
Oh, 10 magic is okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
So tell you guys that unless you have magic weapons, you're really not gonna do much to it.
Well, fortunately, the only guy down there does have a magic weapon.
Yeah.
There we go. This thing currently feels like killing somebody, so it's just gonna do.
That's a hell of a.
There we go.
That's a hell of a DR. Second level.
First attack. Oh wait.
Attacks don't count as magic until 4th level.
Yeah, I'm saying this dungeon's been kind of hard on us.
So it misses both times.
It actually has 4 attacks.
Oh.
It botched in the first one though.
Lovely.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember like the rules for botches. Like, does it automatically end it?
Yep.
I think
It's
yeah,
turn.
it's entry turn.
Yeah. So it automatically failed and just flapped on its face. And you're currently prepared to kill it.
I'll slash at it with the short sword.
Okay.
$18.
18 hits.
5 damage.
It felt that one as you see a ripple go through it along its spine.
Yeah, it did.
Joe.
I will target it with a ranged attack for an acid ball.
Okay.
Range touch. I don't have to worry about firing in combat, right?
No.
I miss.
Oh, nice try! You hear from the walls.
My turn.
Yeah.
Go to here, and I'm gonna try to hit it with a ray of frost spell. Since that's magic, it'll bypass his DR. I got a 16 touch attack.
Hits.
It's 1d3. So 2 cold damage.
And then Mike.
Alright, I'll move over to here and make a melee attack. Uh, 19 for 8 non-lethal damage and a grapple check.
It goes limp.
Okay.
I will continue shooting it with ray of frost spells to make sure it's dead.
You freeze the body. And as you're doing so, a being appears.
What the fuck?
There he is. He laughs
Okay.
as he appears, and what does this happen? What does happen? Oh, and then he moves into Joe's square immediately, casting one of his abilities as he does so. Motherfucker, how do you do this?
What is the creature?
Ghost.
Oh, they're using their what possess body thing. I think it's called.
I think so, but I'm looking at a stat block and it says nothing about it.
Joe should be looking at save to keep him from.
Yeah, it does.
possessing
I'm just
the
trying to
body.
find what's the word. Appearance, malevolence, manifestation, telekinesis. Where the fuck is it supposed to? It's probably just have to look in the actual ghost thing. Go ahead and I think it would be a will save.
For everyone?
No, just Joe.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay, so now it's just possessed Joe.
Outstanding.
I have been here countless decades, punished for abandoning my family in a time of need. Over these years, I have seen explorers like you come and go. The trap in the wall has kills most of them, but others have left in humiliation, unable to pass through the far metal door. I am unable to leave the way you came because of my curse, but I am able to push through the far wall. Beyond is a glorious chamber of strange carvings and a pillar of air, and there's a catch on the other side of the door that opens it without a problem. I'll trigger it for you if you take my bones from here and bury them with my family on a farmstead just beyond Diamond Lake. Do this for me, and I will be free. I assure you there is no other way through that door.
Hearing this, Bodhi will swear a vow to do exactly as he asked.
I'm going to take a sense motive check on him.
Go ahead.
Oh, I got a 13.
You detect no lies.
Huh. Yeah, can you just let go of our friend, please?
He removes himself from your friend, and after a few moments, he vanishes from sight.
I think, Mike, you said you were going to help him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did he say where the bones are?
In this room.
In this room.
Yes.
Right, then I'll start searching through the balls by just, I'm pretty big and strong, so I'm just going to pick up each of these balls and just throw them up through the door that we came into. Just pick each one up and chuck it through the doorway. Hopefully they don't roll back in, or if they do, they'll pile up at one end and I'll just search the other end.
What are these balls made out of?
Iron.
They're big and heavy, but I'm a half giant, so I already carry around a sack of rocks to use as a ranged weapon.
Okay. You find several bodies among the iron ball pit, and you find 47 gold, 7 silver, 1 platinum, a rusty longsword, and a suit of masterwork banded mail.
I don't pick up any of that, and I have no consideration for if it gets covered again in the balls. So if anyone wants it, they better hurry up and grab it.
You also find his body.
That I'll pick up as soon as I find it. And I'll climb up and get out with it.
You don't even pick that stuff up to at least hand it to us. We can maybe use it.
Yeah.
You can grab it.
You find those body right over here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Alistair directs you towards it.
What was the coins?
47 gold pieces, 7 silver, 1 platinum, and rusty longsword, and a master. Oh wait, you got those last two?
Yeah, I got the last two.
Yeah. Okay.
We're not making him do all the work by himself. I'll go down there and start tossing up some balls too.
Yeah. Alistair as his.
I can assist also.
Alistair points you towards where his body is over here.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna climb back up.
And then what are you guys going to do next?
Well,
Start taking the bones back to the place where we were supposed to go. I don't recall where it was, but I'm sure Bodhi would remember where he said to take them.
his family farm just
Yeah,
outside the town.
That's where I'm heading.
That's okay. Well, good luck.
Yeah. He wants him buried with his family.
I think we should finish here first and then go do that.
Well, yeah, but I already swore a vow, and I feel like giving a dead person a proper burial is more of a noble quest than whatever it was we were doing here.
Exploring.
I'm gonna go with him till town, and then come back with a wagon to pick up the statues and pedestals.
So Mike's going to go off on his own, exploring to find...
I'm just going to give this guy a proper burial on his family farm, and then I'm coming right back.
He says with his family.
Whatever.
Okay. So
So
off.
while he and me are gone, why don't you guys push the iron balls we threw up in the corridor down into the blue levels so we can haul those off as scrap metal?
Yeah, okay.
There
Can
are
do that.
hundreds of these balls.
Well, I'm like renting a team of like draft horses to carry back three 300-pound statues and a 200-pound pedestal. You might as well fill the rest of it up with iron balls.
Hell, is this a world with cannons? We could have a lot of ammo.
These are magically summoned balls. They're like pure iron, so it's like pretty good quality metal for a smith.
No magic. I have no idea how much that'd be worth. You probably would do though. Anyways, so Mike, are you going on your own to do the burial?
I mean, it's that you make it sound so ominous, but all I'm doing is I got this. I got a spare sack that I put the bones in, and I'm just going to walk to this family farm and find the right place to bury the guy properly. Or if the ghost wants to lead me and instruct me, I'll go along with what he says for the most part, unless it's something exceptionally unusual.
He cannot leave this dungeon.
Okay. Well, before I leave, I'll ask if he has any special instructions.
He wants to be buried with his family.
And where is his family buried?
As far as he's aware, they should be buried on the farm.
Okay, then he will. Then all Bodhi can do is promise to take him to find that farm and bury him on the farm. And if he can find any markers for other graves, he'll try to put him close to that. If he can't find markers for other graves, then all he can really do is bury him on his family farm. Is that good enough?
If he's not with his family, the curse will not be lifted.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens then.
Yeah, you'll figure something out, I'm sure. Let's see.
Well, and hopefully I won't see you again, so enjoy the rest of the afterlife. And then I'll leave. And Joe's going with me?
Yeah, at least as far as town.
Okay. Where's his farm? Is it beyond town or what?
Outside town.
Okay. Is it on the way to town or is it past the town?
A different direction from town.
Oh, so it's the two totally different directions, eh?
It doesn't really give me an actual directions. I'm just going. It's just somewhere around town.
Okay.
If he's been dead for a while, you'll probably have to ask around town to find where the farm was.
Ah, good point.
Actually, I should mention it. Sammy, could I do a knowledge local or knowledge history to see if I know what part of town his family home would be located?
Sure.
Is it better which one I use?
No.
I'll go with history. That's higher. That's a 16 history.
Based on the name he gave you and everything, you know it's an old abandoned farm. About a 10 minutes east of Diamond Lake.
So, Mike, I'll tell you that information so you know what direction to head in.
Okay. Well, let's go then.
I guess Rafe and I are just gonna hang here and just play with our balls.
Good plan.
Yep, the old farm said right next to the haunted monastery next to Goblin Hill. Should have no problem getting there.
And you find the farm.
Groovy. I'll search around. I'll just take 20 on a search check. Search the whole place and see if I can find any grave markers.
Okay. As you're searching, a wounded owl bear appears. The dilapidated land farmstead consists of a crumbled wall, a sagging, unsafe house with a broken windows and a sagging roof. Truckle being building wall, undefined fleshy chunks litter the wooden floor immediately inside the front door.
Sounds like Mike work.
I rolled a handle animal check in an attempt to make a kind of a diplomacy with the owlbear to try to fend it off, but I'm guessing that's not good enough.
Mike, it sounds like you broke your number one rule.
What's that?
Don't split the party.
That's not my rule. And yes, I did. It makes the game more fun.
The worst part is you have a vow
Wait, now.
of poverty, so we can't even loot your body.
What's that, Joe?
Well, the worst part is he has a vow of poverty, so we can't even loot his body of anything good.
He has rocks, I'll tell you. Lots of good rocks.
Yeah.
It seems to growl, and I don't know what owlbears sound alike.
So is Joe with me at this point, or is he back in town?
If he followed
That's
you,
what-
he's with.
That's what I was getting at before when I was asking if it's on the way to town or if it's past town.
It's. You would be north of town would be the tomb you're raiding, and east of town is where you need to go.
Okay.
So you guys would have walked the town together. Joe would stay, and then you would head off on your own to the east.
All right. Where's the bugbear?
At best, I may have followed you after once I got the wagon to pick you up.
Okay.
What the fuck CR rating is an owlbear?
It's like a 2 or 3 or 4, something like that. Was I ever able to find the grave markers?
You were searching around before this thing appeared and started growling at you,
Okay.
halting your investigation.
I attempt my handle animal check and just stand there and see what it does.
It doesn't go any further than the house.
I'm just gonna stand there. I got monks have more patience than most. I'll just stand there and see what happens.
It just keeps growling in your general direction.
For 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour.
It will stay there for eternity.
So will I.
Okay, so apparently he's gonna have a stare down for like 300 years with this owlbear.
So an hour later, I show up with my wagon and see him having a staring contest with an owlbear.
Yes, you're having a staring contest with this thing. You're not sure who's gonna win.
Well, I mean, if we really are just standing there staring at each other, I'll very gradually and slowly start moving forward. And, but so slowly that he can't even notice. Like
tracks?
Slow motion goose stepping.
Hey, Sammy, he opened the door for us, though, right?
No, he did not. He said, return his body and bury it with his family. He'll open the door for you.
But if he's buried with his family, then his ghost will disappear and he will no longer be able to open the door for us.
He will know, and when the curse is lifted off of him, he will know, and he will be able to trigger the opening for you.
Okay.
If we ever need to open it again, we gotta dig up his bones.
Oh God, that's horrid.
Well, I guess Rafe and I will hang out here, and once the door's open, we'll start moving through.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
It's a good thing. You two should hang out more.
Okay. So,
Bonding.
Joe, how are you going to respond to Mike and the owlbear having a staring contest?
Well, when I get there and see him creeping forward slowly, I'll stop the horses so they don't become a target. Sense motive on the owlbear?
Go ahead. It is wounded heavily. You can see it bleeding.
No, well, you probably should have mentioned that.
It'd say it was wounded.
I did say it was wounded, did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I missed that part.
Yeah, it's heavily wounded.
To attack. In that case, can I try to get closer to it with the handle animal, and then see if I can make a heal check. There's a decent handle animal.
After spending so much time there, it seems to your presence seems to calm the beast, and you can go near it.
Can you really use handle animal for that in that purpose?
I thought so.
I think it's supposed to be something wild empathy. I think handle animal is more like getting non-combative animals to actually fight in combat and not be spooked.
Trained animals.
What's that?
Trained animals mostly.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I'm not trying to do anything special with it. I'm just trying to get it to let me heal its injuries.
Right, but that's what I'm saying, though. That kind of negates the whole purpose of the wild empathy check that rangers and druids have. I think you said just the best points in handle animal.
I think a 19 in handle animal would probably tell him, hey, this is a pissed off, wounded wild animal. You probably shouldn't get near it.
I'm actually reading the diplomacy thing right now, and it says like you need wild empathy to actually influence the attitude of animals and magical beasts. So
I don't have that, so
yeah, it's pissed at you.
I'll go up to it and try to heal it, and that'll piss it off and make it attack me. But I'm still gonna try anyway.
Okay, so roll initiative. Joe, you're gonna be part of... Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I'm last. I'm going to react to everything that's happening with the owlbear and Tiki Wiki.
Okay. It takes a 5-foot step forward to get close enough. And, motherfucking owlbears. And screw my commands. They just never work.
It does not hit.
This last one has a -5 to hit.
Definitely doesn't hit.
Okay, it just starts wailing on you, but you just nimbly sidestep all its attacks. What do you do in response to this?
My response is I don't even make a regular attack. I'm just going to do a melee touch attack. I have improved grapple. I'm just going to grab him and put him in a bear hug, an owl bear hug to be specific. Wow.
It says no.
That's a tough owl.
All the blood makes it hard to get free to get grip.
Yeah, you're just slipping, sliding, and it just shrugs you off as you fight it.
That's all I can do.
Yeah. Joe, how do you respond to this?
I do a double move up.
Well, now the owlbear has more targets.
I'll say, oh, hello, Argent Cane.
That's why I'm not moving all the way up.
I'm just going to put him in a sleeper hold until he takes a nap, and then I'll treat his injuries, and we'll be on our way.
Yeah. Probably rub his belly, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Well,
Well,
it does not confirm.
that's good.
He gets a second crit. That does not confirm. So, 2 hits. For a total of 16 damage.
Okay.
Mike, how do you respond to this as it just starts clawing and biting at you?
That's why I made a will save, because I do actually have 1 level in Barbarian, so I try to just take a will save when I take damage. Or, actually, I should have made a concentration check, whatever. Anyway, I kept my cool and tried to do the same thing again, but this time I'll go all out and I'll use my card for the extra D6 as I roll my flailing strike. So just looking for the exact number here. There it is. Okay, so I'll have 1 plus 1d6 for a total of 4 attack actions,
Holy snap.
all at a -2.
Okay, that's a lot of attacks.
And I'm just going to do non-lethal damage. Oh, come on. God damn it.
Oh, that's horrid. The first one.
All right, well, I guess I'm done.
That was a very clever play. If only you didn't roll in that one.
Yeah.
Bodhi, close your eyes. Bodhi,
What?
close your eyes.
Why?
Color spray.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
We'll save a 14 for the owlbear.
Fails.
I thought you were going to say you were going to do something violent, and I was going to tell you I can handle it.
Okay.
But yeah.
You can open your eyes now. It's stunned for 1 round.
All right.
Is that your turn?
Yeah. Well, is Bodhi going to leave, or is he going to keep fighting it?
Well, if it's stunned, I was going to try to basically put it in a sleeper hold or something, do enough non-lethal damage to it for it to go unconscious, so I can try to do a heal check on its injury, and then bury these bones, and then be on our way before it wakes up.
Okay, I move around behind it while it's stunned,
Do the
so I don't
forest.
have to worry about attack of op.
So, Sammy, if it's stunned, then that's what I'll do. I'm just gonna, I'll do a non-lethal coup de grace to try to knock it out long enough that we can treat its injuries and be on our way.
Yeah. So it can't fight back during that the small brief window Joe gave you, so it just gets knocked unconscious.
Okay.
It's now sleeping like a baby.
And then I'll make a heal check.
Okay.
All you had to do was dig a hole and throw some bones in it.
Well, yeah, but we got to find the exact right part to throw the bones in, because ghosts are picky.
Well, I don't think they buried him right by the house.
Probably a good point. So I made the heal check to take the thorn out of his paw or whatever it was, and then I'm going to go look
Slashing
for the...
wounds.
Okay.
Okay. Inside the thing, you can see like a little baby owlbear.
Okay, that's cute. Good thing we didn't kill its mama. We would have felt terrible.
The baby just snuggles up with the big owlbear.
And go back to searching the area immediately around the farmhouse, looking for the graves.
Okay.
We'll just roll. We'll just do it as a take 20, if we can. So what's up?
So sorry, I was doing some math real quick. No, fuck that math. 225 XP.
Okay.
Okay. You do actually find several graves down to the south. Let's see. You find 5 grave markers stand in the clearing, each with a different name. Anders, Bumlissa, Corderan. I'm butchering these names. Gurdara and Alistair. Open pits yawn from before all 5 headstones. Piles of fresh dirt and a pair of abandoned shovels suggest that the excavation took place recently, certainly within the week.
That saves us on digging.
Wait, what now?
Graves are all dug up. There's like shovels and open pits, and all the bodies are missing.
Well, I guess I'll bury the bones right there, and we'll use the shovels that we find.
Woohoo! Free shovels.
I'd like to repeat, he said with his family.
I know.
Okay. Okay, so you take a few minutes and you just bury the body.
And I'll even roll a nat 20 on a knowledge religion check to give him a nice little, religious.
Holy shit.
Do a little chanting and stuff,
No, good for you. You just prepared the local rites and everything. You're now a priest.
Good.
How are you a priest? You're a Buddha.
He's a monk.
Apparently he is.
He's a priest who doesn't bother with spells.
Yep.
I'll ask Argent Kane, do you have any tracking skills? Are you able to investigate this scene and see if we could figure out who did this?
Look at the shovels. Are they brand new looking?
Not really.
Do you see any tracks?
Make a survival check. No, wait, that's a different thing.
I see the tracks of an owl bear and a giant.
Sammy, they can make search checks to find tracks. They just can't follow them without the tracks.
What was that search check? 19. You do find a tracks of a wheelbarrow leading back towards Diamond Lake.
Okay. And me without my tracking feet.
Well, I know where there's a tracker.
Yeah?
Back at the dungeon.
All right.
How long has this taken them, Sammy?
An hour and a half.
No business here.
About an hour and a half.
Okay.
We head for the dungeon.
How long
Yeah,
did it take
we're
us
done
to
here.
walk
I'll go
here?
back to the dungeon.
How long did it take us to
Back
walk?
all again.
God damn it! How long did it take us to walk here from the city? Or the
About an
town?
hour. Oh yeah. It'd be an hour to get to the dungeon, and then they've been doing this for about an hour and a half. So they've been gone for almost 3 hours.
Yeah. Okay. After an hour, I'm gonna be like, you know what? Either something went wrong, or just,
It'd take us an hour just to get back to town.
Oh yeah, true.
He is the word for it.
I'm
No,
gonna
it's
When you get tired of waiting, head back to town is probably when we were just starting to head back to the dungeon. So we'll meet you halfway there.
That sounds good.
Okay, so you guys meet up, and you would know, based on time lapsing and everything, that the pathway forward has not been unsealed.
That motherfucker.
Well, we buried the guy, but somebody desecrated the graves and dragged off the bodies of his body.
Oh,
And
of course.
Bodhi here molested an owlbear, Mom. Right in front of her kid.
Really? Oh God.
Okay, Sammy.
Yeah.
Savage.
I'm gonna. Well, I'll tell you guys. I'm heading back to town. Start asking some questions.
I'm gonna go with you. I ain't staying in there by myself.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're already like halfway there. I think we'll meet up with them.
Okay.
Do we want to leave the stuff out there, or go back to town and start tracking down bodies now, or do split the party and do both?
Wait, what would the both things be?
Me and Bodie go get the treasure from the dungeon and haul it back to town, while you walk out to the farm and start tracking down the wheelbarrow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
I'd
okay.
be more inclined to go track down the wheelbarrow since I have no interest in the collection of wealth.
Yeah, but you're the only one strong enough to load up the wagon.
Okay, since no one say anything.
Oh, I'm just waiting for the party to decide what they're doing.
All right, Rafe, I'm gonna say, well, they want us to go to that farmhouse. We can just walk through town and then
Well,
head east from there.
It's hundreds of pounds of stuff. I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
And then, yeah, because I know you have regular tracking, but I have urban tracking. So I'm gonna head into town
Okay.
and use gather information. See if I can find any rumors about if anyone knows about anybody recently grave robbing.
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna hang with you.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Roll a gather information check.
Okay.
You should probably also ask if anybody had some shovels and a wheelbarrow stolen.
And it's nice. That's a 23 gather information.
23. What was exactly you're doing?
Trying to see if anybody knows about some equipment being stolen or taken, and tell them that there was a grave robbery. Trying to see if anyone knows who might be responsible for that. Like
For
maybe like a local gang or something that does some kind of shady shit like that.
Mike, you got nothing, and for Paul, you are mentioned about the mine around town, but no one you talk to mentions like hearing anything about missing equipment or anything.
What about the grave robbing?
Nobody seems to know anything about that.
All right, I guess we'll head to this.
Maybe look around town and see if anyone is missing a wheelbarrow or a shovel.
Was Rafe looking for the wheelbarrow trail?
Well, we'd have to be at the farm first. We're in town right
I
now.
was just gonna say to Rafe
Right.
that we should head to the farmhouse and
Well, as we're heading towards the farmhouse, you may catch the trail on the way to town. If not, we'll go all the way to the farm.
You can definitely find the trail leading outside of the farm.
I don't know if we literally want to go all the way to the farm, because there's probably a pissed off owlbear waking up by now.
we'll deal with it as we need to. Plus, he can actually use wild empathy to hopefully calm it. I say we go to the farm. There might just be more clues than wheelbarrow tracks.
What's the ability Which ability modifier do you?
For tracking,
Yeah.
wisdom, it's their survival skill check, which is wisdom based. Oh, there you go.
Along the wheelbarrow tracks. Wait, that's tracking, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, you actually find footprints along the wheelbarrow tracks.
Nice.
Going towards town or going towards the farm?
They seem to be part of the just traveling with it, but you see 5 going to the farm, 4 leaving the farm.
Interesting.
Depends on which way you follow.
We want to go back to the. Do we want to continue to the farm?
Yes, I think we should.
Okay.
Well, whatever. I don't think there's going to be anything useful at the farm. We should see where they go to the other end.
I think there's going to be at least one dead guy.
Okay.
That's
The
what I'm
partially-
thinking on.
Or the partially eaten remains of a dead guy.
Right. That's what I'm hoping to find. Just more clues. If you find a body there, maybe there's something we can say, hey, we found this guy with a tattoo or a scar or symbol. Yeah, I know that guy. And
Oh, now that we're back together with the party, is there a cleric in the party that could ask for some healing spells?
Well, if you say pretty please.
Pretty please.
Yeah, I'll use Cure Minder. I'll spam
Thank
Cure Minder to heal you back to full.
I think we're going to find like a giant owl pellet full of bones.
Owl pellet with like a full plate helmet on top of it.
Yeah, a pair of boots sticking off the bottom.
Yeah, we'll head back to the farm. I just
Okay.
want to go there and investigate it.
Roll a search check to search the farm.
I guess you can use it on train.
We've got all day. Let's take 20.
That works. You do find a severed arm with a unique tattoo.
There we go. Sammy, what I would like to do is look at the tattoo.
Yeah.
And do a knowledge local to see if I know of any like criminal organizations or gangs that maybe use this tattoo with other members.
Okay.
That's something I can do.
Yeah.
Knowledge local. Where is 15?
Okay. You identify the symbol of Granvan Vas, a greedy mine manager who branded his employees with it as a badge of status.
Like
But-
basically all of his workers get this tattoo.
Yes, pretty much. But he is dead currently. And went bankrupt and died last year.
They must offer one hell of a signing bonus to get people to get a tattoo for them.
Yeah, I thought just having to wear a name tag was bad.
No. Yeah. You would know this, that nobody liked working under him.
Okay, what I'd like to try next is bardic knowledge against the mine manager to see if I know of any known enemies of his, or even like how he was killed. Is that all right?
He was bankrupt by Balhibir Smuck years ago and died. Yeah. Go ahead, roll.
Okay. Oh, it's a 19, and my bonus is level intelligence modifier. So 26. What should I call it? Bardic knowledge.
Seemed it was more.
Actually, 28 because I forgot to add my synergy bonus from history.
Okay, it seems to just be a natural cause he killed him.
Okay.
So there's no murder to solve.
Nope.
Argent holds up a severed arm and points at it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not with mine manager that died. I think he's.
Oh, okay.
So are we doing anything else on the farm, or are we back to town and find out about this mine?
Well, we're going to try to track the grave robbers and see.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So let's go to the grave and make a track check.
Hey, Ray. If I can give you some advice, I hopefully you do put some ranks in survival, because tracking could be coming.
Yeah, I have 2 ranks in survival.
Okay.
Okay.
Better than nothing.
Somebody can roll a gather information check on possible people.
That would be me. Cool. Let's see. Gather information.
I don't have any ranks in it, but I can give you an 8 another check.
What's that, Mike?
I said I don't have any ranks in it, but I'll do an 8 another check and give you a +2.
Okay, I got a 25, so then with him I got 27.
Okay. You do know of a gang who fits the description of having that marking, and they typically frequent the Feral Dog, a despicable tavern in the most dangerous part of Diamond Lake.
Okay. Joe, are you taking that severed arm with you, or are you just leaving it behind?
I'm putting it in the back of the wagon under a tarp.
Okay.
Do you have a gentle repose spell?
No, I
It's only like a
don't.
0 level cleric spell, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's first level, but I did prepare it.
I really wasn't planning on keeping it for more than a day.
It's evidence.
Well, when we talk to the Pale Dogs, I'd like to actually throw it on and I'll show it to them.
The Pale Dogs?
That's what the gang this person was affiliated with is called.
Is it? Because I thought Pale Dogs was from Tolis.
Did you say Pale Dog, Sammy?
I said Feral Dog
Oh,
is the
Feral
name of the
Dogs,
building they frequent.
Oh,
The Pale Dogs is the name of a gang in Tolis.
okay.
Yeah.
What's
What's the name of the gang these guys are with, Sammy?
You never got a gang name.
Oh, okay.
your plan? You go into the tavern, throw the arm on the table, and said, "Hey, I heard you guys were grave robbing. Need a hand?"
Yeah, that works.
Okay. So here you are, outside the Feral Dog. How do you wish to proceed?
Just gonna walk into the front door.
Yeah.
Walk in and looking all jolly. And,
Actually, before I do that though, I'm gonna gather more information and see if I can determine who the leader of the gang might be.
wow, this place is dead. I don't even see a staff in here.
I got a 19 gather info to find that information.
You find it filled to the brim with a bunch of people.
Nice.
You also would get to notice they typically frequent it at nighttime.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you just see a hustling and bustling bar, and you just see various people just swarmed around the place. How do you wish to...
Was I able to get a name of the leader? What his or her description would be?
Colin, based on what your information says, and he seems to be a half-orc.
Pale half orc.
What?
Is he a pale half orc?
Albino half-orc.
Albino. Okay. So he is the first person I'll look for when I walk into the tavern.
Okay.
Mike, what time do you have to leave?
About 15 minutes.
We'll finish up this encounter with these guys, and then we'll end it for today.
I'm good to keep going if you guys want.
I mean, I can even keep playing in the car as long as Sammy doesn't mind clicking the buttons for me. I can have Discord on my phone.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, when I walk in, I look for. Is his name actually Colin?
It is spelled Kullen.
Kellen.
Kellen.
It's Kellen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thought it spelled Colin.
Yeah, I'll walk in and look for him.
Okay.
I'll walk in and look for somebody missing an arm.
You see no one missing an arm, but you definitely see the half-orc right there. Just drawing some drinks with his friend, with three others.
Oh, so the rest of the corpse wasn't there? I thought maybe he had his arm cut off there and just was dead there too.
You don't see anybody missing an arm.
No, I'm saying at the farm though. We found the severed arm, but the rest of the body was not there.
You did not find a body, only the arm.
Okay.
They probably threw him in the wheelbarrow on top of the bones.
So I'll approach these guys over here. And yeah, I'll just kind of do what Joe suggested. I'll take the arm, drop it on the table, and like, I believe this belongs to one of your friends. And I'll just smile as I look around the table.
Can you repeat that?
I walk over to where the Kellen is. See, I think you say he's over here, right?
Yes.
I'll walk over there, I take the arm, and I drop it on the table, and I look around, I say, your friend would probably want that back, right? And then I just look around the table and just have a big smile on my face.
They all give you the stink eye as you say that.
What's wrong? You guys fucked up, and I guess went there, went to grave rob, came across a owl bear. Your friend was maimed, and then you guys really suck at that whole grave robbing thing. You need evidence behind.
Kellen slams his thing down, stands up, looks at you, and says, "What of it?"
Well, it's simple. You just come clean. I'm sure the people in charge will give you a lesser sentence, or if not, then we'll have to keep investigating. Eventually, we'll find your boss, and then at which point your boss will want to sever ties with you, and by that he'll have you killed to keep him out of trouble, and just a whole big mess.
Piss off.
So just tell us where the bodies are, and we'll be on our way.
Hey, Sammy, can you use that token instead for me? I put it in Discord.
I'll change it later.
Yep.
Okay. He says, "Piss off."
Sound good?
I have no idea. Piss off. I don't care for you. I really don't know how to play this guy's attitude.
Tell him, well, I don't care that you're on time for me. I have direct evidence that your gang was involved in this.
Good for you. Nobody cares.
Well, I
We
think
care. I
the mayor and the city watch might care when I show them the severed arm and show them the evidence of the grave robbing. The tattoo is pretty remarkable, and you guys have the same tattoo, and I know who you were. So either he gave you the orders, or you're doing stupid things on your own, in which case he won't be happy.
Wait, who do they work for?
I thought you said they worked for a different mine manager now.
Yeah, they work for Balatir Smuck.
Yeah, because he took over after the other guy died.
Yeah.
How about we all just make a group intimidate check, where we all aid another on whoever gets the best intimidate check. Kind of be the best way to resolve the situation, unless it breaks out into a straight up fight.
Yeah, I can try. I mean, I was more just speaking truth and just trying to make it pretty obvious that they're fucked. That we have too much evidence against them.
They're already in an unfriendly mood, so
Intimidate will determine if they.
That's right. I was thinking
they go
diplomacy.
along with it, or if they decide to fight.
I was trying to think of what's the skill name because I was thinking persuasion, but no, that's 5e. Diplomacy is the skill I'm thinking of. You can roll that.
Well, diplomacy or intimidate, the difference would be that diplomacy is if they care about being your friend, and intimidate is if they care about not being killed.
If they're dead, they can't give you the information.
Right.
So go ahead, roll either.
So we're doing intimidate, correct?
I already rolled a 10 intimidate just as a aid another for whoever wants to.
I only have a +2 for intimidate. I don't have any ranks in it. It's just a charisma check.
You can roll diplomacy.
Yeah, mine was only 7.
Okay, that doesn't.
Seems
Well,
like
so
it'd
far
be basically nothing.
Well, so far we have a 10. Let's see what I get. I got a 15, so that's an additional. So 15, and then Mike's synergy gave me a total of 17 intimidate. And basically what would happen, Sammy, is Kellen gets a will save. He rolls his will save, with the bonus of his hit die or base attack, whichever is higher, to his will save.
He seems to not be bothered.
Okay, well, we'll just go with the guards and, well, we'll come question you after you've been locked up, okay? I just kind of...
He smells... Oh, yeah, he did smell sweetly, as you mentioned, like, his boss, the guards, and the mayor. Like, nobody cares.
Okay.
You could still do...
Trying to tell them that we care.
That's true, you care. I guess most people don't care.
I'm going to come back over and talk to you guys.
Diplomacy's still an option.
I had no use for diplomacy with them.
Okay.
Give you 10 gold pieces for the bones.
Shove it.
11?
Did you ask them what they did with the bones?
No, I did not.
Oh.
But I should have.
Well, in that case, I'll turn and ask them what they did with the bones.
They say shove it.
I'll ask again very nicely. Oops, wrong one.
They're in a very sour mood. Let's see, to be unfriendly to, what do they have to be changed to trigger this?
Indifferent? If you're going higher up.
Unlike
I'm thinking, like, what's DC?
Are they already hostile, or are they already unfriendly, or what?
They are considered unfriendly, which means a 17 is... No, not a 17, 15 is needed to change their attitude.
Yeah, to indifferent. And if I got a 5 or less, they would go to hostile.
Yes.
So,
They dismiss you.
Okay, I'm going to take the arm back. Just put it in the sack.
I'll just tell them that I'm going to have to insist on getting those bones back. And that's when I start invading his personal space. And just like, I'm not attacking him really, just kind of getting right up in his space and just going to follow him until he gives me the shit or tries to do something like fight me.
They want you to, they tell you shove off, leave them alone, and leave them to a night of drinking.
So I'm just going to stand there like breathing on the back of his neck, basically.
Mother of God. Being your character, to me in my mind, seems like a pacifist, yet he's trying to provoke it.
Not a pacifist. He's a pseudo-pacifist.
Yeah.
He's just enough of a pacifist that he won't throw the first punch, but
But he will try and provoke people too.
oh yeah.
See, what's the name of the gang they're in?
They don't have a name.
Oh.
Just a group of people.
Talk about a shitty gang.
Well, they briefly mention if you give them coin, they'll reveal the information you want.
I offered them
Joe just
10
offered
gold.
them
What?
some coin. Said no.
I offered them 10 gold for the bones.
200. Otherwise, they tell you to shove off and leave them be.
I breathe an especially deep sigh of hot breath on the back of his neck.
What is with players never accept going with bribes?
Well, it's because we have like 7 gold to our name each. We don't have the cash.
I'd be perfectly happy to bribe them because afterwards we can beat them up and take the money back.
Yeah.
Of course, we would have the money if we brought back all the treasure from the dungeon.
Yeah, but do you really want to give these guys 200 gold?
Whispering, and then we beat them up and take it back.
Yeah, true. Okay. We'll head back to the area.
I thought you already did the looting because you guys had several hours before you could meet up with them.
That'll work.
Okay.
Were we able to sell off the stuff?
Yeah.
How much gold did we get from that?
Hundreds.
Well, I do the number. I want to see if I can get a new weapon. Depends how much we each get.
Don't know.
So either I plunk 200 gold pieces down on the table in a sack, or we go on a shopping trip while we figure out how much money we actually got and do shopping while Mike's picking up his kids.
That works.
If you guys do shopping, that'll take a while.
That's what we'll do when Mike leaves. But yeah, we'll just say we begrudgingly hand over the gold like here.
Okay, you.
Let's make it talk.
Okay. They tell you have over 200 gold? Alright then. They took the bones to a crazy old goat named Phalange,
Where is he?
living in the old observatory.
Literally a goat or a big stand or what?
Just who they refer to him, man. He says he's human.
Okay.
They also warn you against digging too deep. Just get your bones and get out of there.
Is it like a human were-goat or something? Is this a lycanthropy?
No, he means old goat just as like an insult. Like not literally a goat person.
How is being a goat an insult?
I
don't understand. This doesn't make any sense at all.
He's calling the person old and an idiot. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Also, they don't like him. Also, since Kellen tells you that, do me a personal favor, bring me back the thin bastard's eyes. As he chuckles while downing one of a drink.
Yeah, okay, we can probably arrange that.
Are we getting our refund now?
Not right this second.
You're in a bar with a lot of Patreons.
Oh yeah, I want to
Yeah.
ambush him where, I don't want to beat the shit out of him here in a bar and get arrested. That's kind of pointless, Will.
They also just admitted to grave robbing in front of the entire bar. I don't think it's going to matter.
I guess that depends on how well we're talking.
They were somewhat hush-hush about it. Not speaking too loud.
Here's what I'd like to do, Sammy.
Yeah.
Roll a knowledge local about the old observatory,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would like to do a bardic knowledge about the guy that's in there now. Is that all right?
Okay.
So local. Oh, nat 20 for a 27 knowledge local.
Okay, what's the check for?
See if what I might know about it.
Oh yeah, the old observatory. Let's see. About a century ago, Diamond's Lake crumbling observatory. Who's the one breathing so deeply into the mic?
Are they turning you on? Is it sexy?
No, it's creepy.
No.
It really is.
Just effectively, what you know about the old observatory, it was once in use long ago, but it seems to have been abandoned, inhabited, and then abandoned again. It seems to be currently, as far as people are aware, no longer in use.
Okay. Yeah, probably would have to do a history check. Okay, then I will. Excuse me. Now I'll do bardic knowledge about this. Can I do that, Mike? Can I use bardic knowledge for a person like that?
Yeah, why not?
I'll do my lore ability, which is the same thing as bardic knowledge. Oh, nice. 19 and 9, 28.
Okay, what was that? 28 for bardic
Bardic
knowledge.
about the guy that he mentioned. I think he said his name. He did say his name, but I don't personally remember it. But I'm doing knowledge about him. See what I know about him specifically.
Flinch.
Yeah.
Exactly how does that work? Like you asking around the townsfolk and stuff like that?
No, I'm just using like my personal knowledge, which I get just from my lore class feature about random people, places, objects.
I think that's Joe doing the Darth Vader impression. Do you have any way of getting the microphone away from right in front of your nose?
Paul, what you know about Flinge is he's more or less a deranged individual from Free City. Not a very likable person, but generally just keeps to himself and is not really that much of a bad person. Maybe a bit eccentric, but that's about it. He seems to be friends with
Actually, Sammy, I'm looking at the chart right now.
I gotta get going, but I'll pop back on once I'm in the car on my phone.
I was about to say, what? Continue.
At the chart. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the chart right now with the 28. I get the knowledge I get about him is common, known by at least a substantial minority of the local population. Uncommon, but available by a few. Known by only a few people, legends, and then obscure, known by a few, hard to come by. So I know a lot about it.
He's basically a necromancer, deranged necromancer, and that's he seems to have taken more or less taken residence. That's it. Taken residence in the old observatory, and just seems to be just sitting there, doing who knows what inside that thing. He seems to be currently working with the Smuck, and as that is the best you more or less got.
He's working with the mine manager the gang works for.
Yes.
And they want him dead. That must mean he's a really distasteful person. Okay. What time of the day is it right now?
About 8:30.
8:30 p.m. Right?
8:30 to 9 p.m.
I said we head there tonight, unless you guys don't want to.
Well, transitioning to the next thing would actually be a good way just to end it for tonight because of how it's set up.
Okay, then for next week we will start on with making our way towards the quarry.
Yeah.
Let's we can play out ambushing those four guys as they come out of the bar.
You could do that.
Okay.
How long are you going to stay there?
Actually,
Till after the bar closes. If they don't come out, we break into the bar looking for them, staying in whatever rooms they're in.
I'd rather fight him. I would rather not fight him in the bar because they seem pretty right. But I'm saying they seem pretty confident, and then also I'm worried that they might be connected to important people, so that might.
That's what I'm saying. So if we wait until the bar closes, if they are living there, all the customers will be gone, and we just go in wearing masks.
Something I don't ever get about players is they'll just be just like, these people piss me off, and you just kill them.
I don't want to kill them. I just want to get my 200 gold pieces back.
Why is it so bad that you paid someone for a service?
That seems a bit pricey. 200 gold pieces for first level players just to find out what skeevy guy they sold some bones to.
True, it is a bit pricey.
I'm going to leave them 10. That's what I offered them initially. The bar actually, as far as you're aware, doesn't really ever close. It's always open.
I mean, I'm all for that. I just think we should wait until after we resolve the situation. Like maybe
It'll be spent by then.
Yeah.
You would also know they typically don't leave until the middle of the night.
Anybody good at stealth?
Semi-good?
I just have my +3 for my dex. That's all I have.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Yeah, because I'd say we could ambush them. Like,
Oh God.
Sammy, what I will do
Yeah.
is I will approach the bartender and gather information, just so I can see just to find out whether or not they live here or if they live somewhere else.
Okay. What's the check?
10 to gather information.
Seems to live somewhere else in town.
Okay, I'm gonna do.
He does also mention that there are a bit of people down on their luck and they could really use a pick-me-up.
All right, I will hand him a silver coin. Silver coin, and just use this to buy whatever drinks you can for as many people as you can.
That's like 2 people, I think.
Really, silver? Oh, okay.
I don't really know how pricey drinks are.
Oh, that's all I'm gonna give. Chaotic neutral, not chaotic good. So here's a silver.
Oh, that's right. That's why you're not being nice to these people. You're basically near evil for everybody.
Well, I wasn't. I decided I'm tired of playing a good line character, so I wasn't going good. I wasn't going evil, and I wasn't going lawful. So it was either chaotic neutral or true neutral. And since I'm an elf, I went with chaotic neutral.
Campaign about heroes. We get a bunch of basically a bunch of people who hate people.
Doesn't mean I can't be a hero. I'm just not.
You're a very good person.
Right, I'm not. I just kind of.
That is true. This is the same This is the same kind of alignments I had last time I hosted this campaign.
Yeah, last time I did this, I was playing chaotic neutral. I mean, I'm currently playing a 30th level paladin in another game, and I'm just tired of playing a good line character.
I'm not evil. I just don't think they should earn a small fortune for getting away with grave robbing.
Right, that too. Yeah,
that's true. They are basically hustling you for that money.
Right. If these were decent people, then no, I wouldn't wish them harm, but they're scum, and I just had no desire to let them take that money.
They're actually honest folks. They're just down on their luck, and they really want the money just so they can get better with their lives.
They're part of a gang, so as far as I'm concerned, they're not good people.
They're actually not thugs.
So they're not bad people, but they're going to have an educational moment.
You're just going to knock them unconscious and teach them a lesson.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not looking to kill them. I just want to ambush them, knock them out,
little street justice.
Yeah.
Okay. So 3 a.m. comes around when they start shambling out of the bar, drunk off their asses.
Another thing I wanted to do, Sammy, before they leave, I want to gather info so I can figure out where the half-orc lives, because he's the one we gave the money to, and he's supposed to be the leader, so I'm going to assume he's going to be the one to take the gold.
Okay.
So I'll gather information to see where he lives.
Okay.
And that's a nat 20 for 26.
He seems to live in an old little hovel near the edge of town.
I will tell you guys that and say we should just ambush him. He probably has all the gold with him.
Well, apparently they're honest folks, so you probably split it up already.
Okay, where do you want to ambush them? If they all live separately, they're all going to go in different directions.
They all do live separately.
Yeah,
so...
Thinking it's 3 o'clock in the morning when they're all drunk, there probably won't be that many people leaving at the same time. Well, I'll ambush them. We can ambush them right outside the bar. Just wear a mask.
Yeah, but it's right in the center of town. There's going to be guards around and stuff. I just think it's a bad place to do it.
Okay, we'll just wait for the half-orc then.
Okay.
Okay, so you just go up to the half-orc's house and wait for him there?
Yeah.
He just comes stumbling home, alone.
I'm going to be on top of the place, that way I can just shoot him with my arrows from high above.
Okay.
And yes, we'll be wearing masks to conceal our identities.
Okay. Go ahead, roll initiative.
Any chance of getting a surprise round?
Yes. But initiative, it still determines, order and things.
No, I think Joe, I think you and Mike have more XP than Rafe and I. And I think we just got another 338 there.
Let's see. Joe, Mike, Ken. Well, you, Paul.
1 second. Rafe, you and I have 1,488 XP.
1,488?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Kind of.
Hello?
Hi.
Bueller?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I've never actually done this in the car before.
We're ambushing the half-orc while we're in disguise to get our money back. So probably you should hold back since you're a giant purple giant.
Good point.
We don't want him telling the authorities you got mugged by Tiki Wiki.
So, Ken, you are first, and he's just stumbling along the walkway with no one really in sight.
I'm gonna strike for his knees. Wow. Move up. Strike for his knees with the quarterstaff. 7 hit.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
a very low roll.
Take him down like a figure skater.
No, hey, Rafe, you rolled a D6 instead of a D.
Oh, shit.
I was wondering how long it was going to take.
On the other hand, that was a good roll.
It was.
I know, right?
That's a crit.
17 hit.
Yeah, it hits.
So 7 damage.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Okay, I'm going to fire an arrow. And hopefully this... I'm using a blunt tipped arrow, so it does lethal or non-lethal damage instead of lethal.
Okay.
With a +6, that's a regular, a regular 20 to hit.
Okay. Hits.
Okay, so he takes 3 non-lethal damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Joe.
I'll step up behind him and draw my sword. As I do so, I just draw it and ram the pommel into the back of his skull.
I
Is
think
there a penalty for doing non-lethal?
it's like
Yeah, -4 unless you have a weapon that does it, or the feet.
Yeah. At a whopping +1 to hit him. Nope.
it was a good attempt. Mike, what do you wish to do?
Well, am I there? Because you're attacking the grave robbers, right?
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I would just make make an attack and do non-lethal damage, and then automatically grapple, and then try to establish a pin and continue to do non-lethal damage.
I thought we weren't bringing him because he stands out, or was that just a joke?
I was serious, but doesn't mean that his character took it seriously.
True. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really see the board, so it's I don't even know what's going on. But if I'm there, then yeah, I can attack and try to do non-lethal damage and grapple. So Sammy can just click the buttons on my character sheet.
You punch him for 11 damage, and he falls unconscious.
Okay.
Check him for our money.
You search him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You find 30 gold on him.
God damn it.
Drag him to his house, strip his clothes off, and tie him up with them, and then hang a sign around his neck saying "Grave Robber," and sit him out in front of his house.
When
Says the guy who's currently on a mission to rob a tomb.
right, but I'm saying, I mean, when we stayed in the bar as long as they did, and what I'm wondering is, did we see him spending like the sack that had the gold in it? Did we see him going through it and actually taking the money out to spend it and stuff.
You stayed in the bar watching the group?
Well, yeah, 'cause we had to know when they were leaving.
You would have when you got your gather information check for when they state where they visit and everything. That told you they leave at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you just immediately head to their house, or did you after the conversation afterwards, or did you just stay there waiting them to see if they?
We would have stayed there a while. I mean, to go out there that early was pointless. But I'm basically trying to determine whether or not we actually saw them taking gold out of that sack we gave them. They were using it, spending it that night in the bar.
You would have seen them split up the gold, or a few minutes roughly after you after you stopped talking with them, and then they each were starting to spend money from their own share.
Okay, so it doesn't sound like you're going to get all the money back regardless.
Yeah, they drink heavily and bought a lot.
Okay.
They were for like, let's see, 4, 5, 7 hours they were there.
Okay.
Yeah, they bought a few meals and bought a lot of drinks.
Okay, well, we got something back, and
Yeah.
hopefully that will... I just hope we didn't put a big target on our backs by ambushing them. Like I said, he seems to be connected.
He's drunk off his ass.
Although, maybe drawing up attention to ourselves might be the right play. Instead of having to look for other people, maybe they'll come looking for us and do the work for us.
Potentially. There's good and bad to doing that.
Right,
Just depends
yeah.
on how it plays out.
That's very true.
Alright then, since it's 5 o'clock, we can end it here.
Can you get like 2 more minutes?
Sure, what do you want to do?
When selling the stuff off, can I like just go ahead and price it out on my own, or do I need to go through you? And if I'm pricing it on my own, how much do we get, like full value, half value?
If it said like a silver ring worth like 75 gold, you get the full price. For items, I'm assuming half cost you get for them. And like statues, the pedestals, you get full price for them for what they are stated for and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got the rough coinage already split on the loot thing. 37
go.
gold, 24 silver. And I'll update it after we sell everything minus 170 gold that we paid the guys.
Okay.
Okay.
So 37 gold and how many silver so far?
24 silver.
Okay.
Okay.
It's in the loot thing right now.
Okay.
Oh wait, isn't the +1 sword going to Ken?
Yeah.
I'll erase the stuff that was been claimed. He took a suit of masterwork leather and the short sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red lanterns in the dungeon. And
Yes.
you took the wand to shatter, or were
Yeah, I
you keeping
did.
that? You got 5 charges left.
Yeah.
And I'll sell off everything else and put the split by the night.
Okay, and then I guess next session will start in the morning, heading out to the observatory. Unless you guys want to head out there at nighttime.
It would be 3 o'clock at this point, so you're pretty tired for your characters.
Okay, well, out there in the morning then.
Yeah.